just want to get on here today and talk to you about something I had been thinking about. I'm outside walking my dog, enjoying this beautiful weather that the Lord has blessed us with, and I got to reflecting about how many times we take the little things for granted. So recently I had a patient who had been hospitalized for over 30 days, and majority of those days he had been in the ICU. And his prognosis was looking pretty grim at first, and I'm glad that he was able to make it through. And then towards the end of his hospitalization, I went in and I talked to him and I asked him had he been up and walking around, and he said yeah, he had been up around the room with physical therapy. And I was like, no, I mean, like, outside of these four walls, have you been outside? And he was like, no, I didn't know that was an option. I was like, yeah, it is. You can go outside. We can make that happen. And he was like, oh my gosh, yes, I would love to do that. So he just wanted to wait for his wife to get there. So in the morning he worked with physical therapy. They walked around the unit a little bit, and then later that afternoon, once his wife got there, his wife and the nurse he went outside to our patio that we have with the wheelchair, and he was able to enjoy the sun on his skin, get some fresh air, and just be outside of that room, those four walls. And him and his family was just so grateful for being able to do that. And I just wanted to remind my healthcare providers out there, if you're able to do those little things for patients, because we forget that we get to go home after every shift, but they are there day in, day out in that same room, the same four walls. And if we have the opportunity, if your institution is able to provide them with the opportunity to let them go outside, granted they're stable and they're able to do that, let's not forget to try to provide those opportunities for our patients. And also, let's not take for granted these opportunities that we have ourselves. And I just wanted to put that in your mind to remember. See you next time.